Good look at the head coach of UC Irvine, John Spera, as his team. Pretty comfortable right now, up 2-0. Let's take a look at our McDonald's match stats.
Well, obviously Irvine's got a big advantage in kills, 24-15, and blocks 6-2. So at the net, Anteaters dominating. Kill percentage as well, 378-119. And then the service aces to errors, that's another one. 6 aces for Irvine and only 1 ace for Hawaii. But more importantly, as Ryan Suji was alluding to, their serves are forcing a lot of 1- and 2-point passes where Hawaii can only get the ball to 1 or 2 players. And so Irvine's getting 3 blockers up because they know exactly where the ball is going to go. So that makes life difficult for Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii down 16-10 in that second set. They really never competed in that first. Down 16-10, they rallied back. They got it within a couple on 3 different occasions, but never quite able to get over the hump. How does that set up for this third set? When you push so hard, but you never quite get there, are they going to have anything left?
Well, I think what's happening is they're in some ways they're trying too hard. They're trying to hit their serves too hard because Irvine's siding out at such a high rate. Irvine's siding out off the serve at 78%. 72 will win in this league. And in the meantime, Hawaii's siding out at 55%. That means that Irvine's forcing them into a lot of poor passing with their great serves.
Irvine serving Scott Kevorkian to get things going. Bit of an overpass. Hawaii dodge the swing. And then a net violation on the Warriors as Dano came in with guns blazing and gets credit for the kill. So 1-0. Anteaters get the first point of the third set.
And some lineup changes too. Stanley Hinkle from St. Louis in play, and Brooks Sador getting J.P. Marks a rest, and Taylor Averill.
And that one let out. Well, we talked about the fact that when you say St. Louis, not school, but Missouri for Hinkle. But yeah, we were talking about early on about Charlie Wade maybe looking for something, anything that's going to give him a spark, because now you're coaching not just for tonight, but for the next match and the next one and the next one.
Yeah, they've got it. All Charlie Wade I think wants to see is improvement and learning from mistakes. Great serve by Sador.
Skying and getting the ball over the net is Clark. What a nice job by Nick West to keep that one alive for Hawaii. And that one is going to be point Hawaii off the net and out. Oh, terrific play by Nick West on a ball that just kind of dove underneath.
Watch this next play. Look at this play right there. You see what Nick West did? He grabbed it with 2 hands and popped it up. Dan here knocking the top referee, couldn't see it.
Lift.
Yeah, so he deferred to Wayne Lee, and Wayne Lee said, I guess the ball came out really fast and was not a violation.
And a service ace as Brooks Sador gets one to trickle off the tape. And it finds the floor in front of the diving Anteater defender.
There's some valuable playing time here for Sador and Hinkle as Charlie Wade is trying to, I'm sure, develop more of a bench, more of a pool of talent.
Sador with that trademark, bringing the ball to his forehead and then banging the serve, and that time hitting it just out.
Good swing, did not miss by much. But that's the kind of aggressive serving that Hawaii is going to need to do in order to even stay with this Anteater team.
Daniel Stork back to serve it up for the Anteaters. They have taken the first 2 sets. But again, Hawaii came back and showed some pretty solid play in that second set. And a nice job by Kevin Tilley to push that one down to the ground.
Tilley, the big leaper that time, I guess, did not like the set, so he just did the next best thing, and that was just tip it over. And with him, he jumped so high, he tipped it down.
Even at 3-all. Sador with the pass, setting it up to Hunt on the far side. And Hunt is blocked, and that is Dan McDonald.
Well, McDonald just waiting for Hunt, just waiting out there. Nice block by McDonald. He's blocking, he's their #1 blocker at about a block per set.
And you see the differential in blocks. Irvine 7, Hawaii only a couple. Right over the middle, make it 8 blocks.
This time, Jeremy Dano getting in on this one.
And a 4-point run now for the Anteaters.
Smart play by Dano to sneak in. But I think he didn't believe that Sam Biscara would set behind him to the new player, Hinkle.
Difficult pass, trying to set it up for Hunt. That's off the block. It's going to be saved in the back row by Tilly. And then Clark gets it off the hand. Hunt, nice job by Hunt to keep that one alive, but then the ball just knocked over and Clark queened it back toward Hawaii.
You know, Clark hasn't had a great night hitting percentage compared to Friday night, but he just always seems to be there at the right time in places like we just saw to hit that awkward play.
Pretty hard to match Friday night. 19 kills, hit 429. But again, even as a team, 356. Tough to beat that.
Yeah.
Even though Hawaii hit 304, usually that'll win you a match, right?
Exactly, yeah.
We've seen that happen
against most teams.
And we've seen that happen to Hawaii a couple of times this year where they've played almost as well as they can play, but the other team just played 200 points above their normal.
Exactly. Hawaii's going to face the same team next week when UCLA comes to town, the #1 team in the conference.
Good pass by Sador. Hinkle. And Hinkle hammers it down.
Stanley Hinkle out of St. Louis has not got a whole lot of playing time this year. But boy, he delivers on this one. He gets up high, hits it deep. Plays for out of St. Louis high performance team, one of the better teams out of the Midwest. Good club team.
Nice job by Sador. Hunt has only one swing, gets it over. Dano. First time couldn't do it, second time it'll roll shot. It's going to give Hawaii an opportunity. And Jared Lofi over the middle puts it down. So a big point for Lofi. And Hawaii goes back-to-back. Back to Hinkle. He led the team to the state championship in the semifinals in 2010 and 11, named MVP of his district as a junior and senior in St. Louis. So Hawaii back within one, 6-5. And Nick West again back to serve for Hawaii. Block, but out. Off the hands of Lofi, but it went sideways, just couldn't turn it in. And that's going to be a side out point for UC Irvine, and the Anteaters lead it 7-5. Dano to serve. And Hinkle again, trying to go over that trio of defenders and back the other way. Huge swing by Kevin Tilly.
Boy, Hinkle took a nice swing at the ball, got it in the deep court, and then Tilly hitting that ball out of the back row, that high set, almost up to the scoreboard. But Tilly just jumps so high, 6'7", probably touches 11 feet, maybe 12. Maybe 11 and a half, 12 feet. He's just a monster.
Couldn't imagine that without a ladder. 8-5, Hunt off the block. Clark hits it over, not his best swing. Chance for Hawaii. Hunt again into the double block, and they get the better of him again. Well, it's just been a tough night for Stephen Hunt. Every time they load up on him, he's lucky when he only has 2 defenders to go up against.
Well, on Friday night, one of our keys was for Irvine was double up on Hunt, and that's exactly what Irvine's doing tonight.
He's almost lucky when they only double up on him, because most of the times they're
triple blocks, yeah. They've been very tough, and most teams are going to do that, so Stephen's got to learn ways to get around and over and through all those blockers he's going to see this year, because he'll see more than anybody else, because Stephen hits, you know, twice as many balls as the next Hawaii attacker.
So Sam Biscaro back to serve. Hawaii trailing by 3, 6 serving 9. Hawaii down in a hole, 0-2 in terms of sets. Clark picked up by Sador, and then Hunt again, just trying to push it through the block. Didn't get a good set. On the near side, Hinkle. That's going to be a net violation. Kevin Tilley ran into the net for the Anteaters, and so Hinkle gets credit for his second kill of the match.
Nice little side set by Mascaro, and Hinkle goes way up, catches some high hands, hits at the seam, and gets it out of bounds. Nice kill by Tilley, or by Hinkle.
And right over the middle, Dan McDonald. And McDonald gets another good swing. He now has 6 kills to go with 7 for Tilley, 6 for Dano, and 8 for Clark. So really doing a good job of spreading it around tonight.
Nice one-handed set that time by Stork, whose father was an Olympian, by the way, Jeff Stork.
Good serve by McDonald, good pass by Hawai'i, and Hunt off the fingertips of the double block, and Hunt finally manages to power one through, picking up his 8th kill in the process.
Hunt hitting it high and hard, but again, struggling for percentage. He's been blocked quite a bit. He's got 8 kills now, 8 errors, hitting 0-0-0. Not a typical night for him.
Hawaii within 2 at 8, serving 10. Hunt will be back to serve. In the meantime, some of the youngsters up wiping up some wet spots on the floor.
By the way, all the stats for Stanley Hinkle tonight, those will be his first of the MPSF.
Everything.
He has not played in the MPSF at all. Played 1 set prior to this, and I think doesn't have many stats from that.
Well, the way things are going, you come in, you make the best of your opportunity, and you're probably going to get an opportunity to stay there for a while at least. And Hinkle may be proving something right now. You know, Johan Timmer started the season in that opposite position. Taylor Averill has kind of owned it for the past couple of weeks.
Tonight, Averill's hitting -1 kill, 2 errors. So the third one is Hinkle, and he kind of goes over people, and he's doing a good job right now.
3 in a row for Hinkle. Back to service Hawaii, back within 9, or back within 1 at 9, serving 10. And that serve into the net.
Now serving for the Anteaters, Carson Clark.
Carson Clark, he wore number 9 the other night, somehow lost his blue jersey. And he's wearing number 21 tonight. And doesn't matter because they don't have names on the back. It just says UC Irvine. It doesn't seem to have mattered to him.
Trust me, the number change won't make any difference. Here's his change up again. He catches Costello way deep in the passing formation. Now he'll probably bring the heater now.
Mascaro chases it down. Sador goes cross court and hits it over everything. And so side out, or rather point Anteaters. They lead it 13-9. And Hawaii doesn't want to let them get much further out than 4 or 5 points.
And I like Sador's performance across the back row. He had a couple good digs. He passed well, but now he's in the front row. He's got to deliver there as well. He can't just be a back row specialist.
Great serve again by Clark, dug up or passed up nicely by Costello, and Hawaii gets the point.
And Stanley Hinkle 4 for 5 now, hitting 800. Not a bad start in his MPSF career.
Hinkle 6'5". He is a freshman.
They're considering one time to redshirt him in the fall. They were talking about him being one of the potential redshirts. And I think the longer the season went on, though, I think the more Charlie Wade felt like he had to keep alive everybody's eligibility because he did not know where the pieces of the puzzle might fit. And clearly, Stanley's wanting to be one of those pieces tonight, that's for sure.
And Charlie has shown that he's willing to mess around with that puzzle. It's not in stone, if you will. Well, talk about just getting up there and floating.
He was floating, wasn't he?
I looked over there until he just kind of maintained his position. Head was about 4 feet above the net for about 3 seconds or so, it seemed.
Watch this. He gets up, 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 and he keeps going up.
And that's not even frozen motion there.
Yeah, believe it or not, folks, that was live.
Well, he actually froze the videotape, obviously, just for a second, but he really did hang. Nick West finds a seam right down the center of the court. And West gets his second kill of the night. So Hinkle out, getting a high five from Charlie Wade. And back in there is Taylor Averill. And then Dominic Lyle.
Little double sub going on. Dominic Lyle will be setting through the back row. And Biscaro comes out of the front. Averill's going to play for him, be a blocking sub up front.
And we've seen Dominic Lyle on a couple occasions come in. And that one's off the antenna. But Dominic Lyle has come in and made a difference on a couple of different occasions. So we go to 15, first time out. We too shall take a break. 15-11, UC Irvine leading Hawai'i here in the third set. Hawai'i trailing 2-0. Jeff Hall, Charlie Wade having a chat with Sam Biscaro there, just trying to get their team going. And Central Pacific Bank, how it works, or as you like to say, how we do it.
This is how we do it around here. Well, watch this dig by Sador in the back row. Notice that the angle of his arms is almost parallel to the floor. A lot of diggers will keep their arms facing forward to the net and they'll bump it back over on a hard-driven ball. Instead, Sador gets all the way under, bends his knees, bends his hips, keeps the ball on his own side of the court, and Hawai'i gets a swing at the next ball. And that's how it works.
Or
that's how we do it around here.
Costello, nice job of passing that one up, giving Hawai'i an opportunity. Brooks Sador from the back row. And here's Clark. Ball may have been long, but Hunt puts it up. And out of the back row, Hunt now, and he's going to hit it long.
That's set a little bit low. Hunt really had to go chasing after it to get to it. Almost got it in.
And biggest lead now of this third set by the Anteaters. They are up by 5, 16 serving 11. And Averill with a little roll shot set up by Dominic Lyle. So Lyle in there at the setting position. You saw Charlie Wade talking with Sam Biscaro over there and just maybe picking his brain. And
once again, 3 blockers up. Irvine's really good at getting 3 blockers up tonight. 9 blocks to Hawaii's 2, and a large part of that is because they know when the ball is going to the outside, all 3 blockers are alert and they'll get out there, make it difficult for the attacker. And that time, Averill did a nice job of finding a way to solve that 3 blocker situation.
Brooks Sador back to serve for Hawai'i. They are within 4, 12 serving 16, trailing 2-9. And another nice job by Jeremy Dano. Able to find that empty spot on the floor. The guy with the cannon arm also has the soft touch.
He loves that hard-driven shot down the line. And then this seems to be his favorite shot cross court, is the little change-up, little roll shot. He's 2 for 2 on that tonight, if I'm not mistaken. 7 kills for Dano. He's got 4 errors to go along with that. 15 swings, hitting 200. Been in on 3 blocks.
And Stork to serve. Costello, good pass. Averill off the block and down. Managed to get it off the hands of Jeremy Dano for the kill.
Nice set by Lyle that time. Kind of going against the grain as well. Averill taking advantage of the one-on-one. 1 blocker up. And most of the time, the attacker should win that battle. I would say more than most of the time, like 85, 90.
And Nick West with the service error. And that advantage remains 5.
Charlie Wade got 3 new faces in there right now. Dominic Lyle and Averill and Brooks Sador.
Dano to serve. Overpass. And hammering it down is Kevin Tilley. And Tilley now with 9 kills to equal Carson Clark for the lead on that team.
That does not go down as an ace, but the overpass might as well be an ace when guys like Tilley up there are putting it down.
Takes us to a timeout here at the Stan Sheriff Center. 19-13 in set number 3. Hawai'i needs to pull off a comeback.
See what's new this spring at Big Island Candies. Visit BigIslandCandies.com to view their entire seasonal collection.
Well, if nothing else, the fans are dancing in the stands. They had the dance cam going on, and so did we. And fans are having themselves a good time here on a Sunday evening. But the Warriors, maybe not so much fun, Chris. Down 2-0. Dano to serve it. Costello with the pass. They're going to set it up for Stephen Hunt off the block. Averill, they go back to Hunt, this time off the high hands. Setting it up on the backside, and Carson Clark puts it down again, and now Clark in double figures. That's his 10th kill.
Once again, he just sees where the block is, sees where the back row defense is. It's almost like he's got 360-degree vision, or at worst 180, because he finds the floor an awful lot with that left arm of his.
Off the tape, flying out of the back row is Viscaro, but I think he's going to get called for going over the top of the net.
No, he actually touched the 3-meter line, yeah.
So a 4-point run now for the Anteaters out of the timeout. They grab a couple more, and Charlie Wade's going to call another timeout, and all of a sudden it's 21-13, Chris.
Yeah, it's you know, Hawaii has not played as well as they did on Friday night, but you know, a lot of the score, as you see, Brooke Sador stepping on the 3-meter line. If you're in the back row, you cannot go on or over that line when you attack the ball. But a lot of what's happened tonight has been UC Irvine playing very, very well, especially from the service line. They've really put Hawaii's passers in all sorts of difficulty, and it's made tough for either Dominic Lyle or Sam Viscaro to set any kind of an offense, because you know the passes are all over the place because of the tough serves. And I really don't think the passers have been executing poorly as much as it's been. Irvine's serves have been really tough. They can really get after it.
You know, you start to look at the schedule, and you're right. You mentioned UCLA comes to town. Then Hawaii the following week is at Stanford on the 2nd and the 4th of March. Then on the 6th and 7th, they're at Stanford. And then they come home only to host BYU. So
well, they've got the new tie-dye exhibition after UCLA weekend. Then they go on the road for USC and Stanford.
Matches.
Those will be 4 tough matches. So it's going to be some rough going here, but they're working hard, and it's a young team. Charlie Wade, Jeff Hall are being patient with them, as is Vernon Podluski. But it's when you go up against this much talent, this deep a team like Irvine has, they really make life difficult for you, especially from behind the service line. They paid a lot of attention to serving this year, and they're doing it better maybe than they've ever done before.
Jeremy Dano, he's had some booming serve tonight, not so much on this one. Hunt had to take a little bit of a stutter step, not a great set for him, and he hit it off the antenna. So another point for the Anteaters, and they now lead at 22-13.
Set a little bit wide for Hunt there. I think Dominic Lyle's got to mix things up. It's just too predictable going forward to Hunt. Taylor Averill, you know, played well on Friday. I think he deserves maybe a little more shot at getting the back set here.
And the serve by Dano into the net. 22-14. Stanley Hinkle, along with Sam Viscaro, checking back into the match for the Warriors. And Dominic Lyle and Taylor Averill going out. Viscaro coming in to serve. Oh, it hits a beauty. Nice pass over there by Kevin Tilley, and then the serve, or rather the swing out. Pretty good job by Tilley to handle that one, because that was a pretty hot serve by Viscaro.
And a rare error from McDonald, his first one of the night. 6 kills, only 1 error. He's hitting .556. The team hitting .388.
356 the other night. Oh, what a pancake dig by Costello, and then Hinkle off the fingertips. Look at Costello saying, show me a little bit of love back here.
How about the bump set by Lofi as well? We got a nice little pancake going on right here. I think it was Costello. And then Lofi with a bump set. Hinkle says, I'm going to go over the top of these guys. One of the best blocks in the country.
Great sequence by Hawai'i. And a big swing right back for the point. And now you see Irvine closing in, just 2 points away from taking this match in 3 straight. Well, Friday night, Hawai'i managed to take that first set 25-23 before succumbing in 4. Tonight, Charlie Wade and his troops, they rallied back. In that second set, they were down by 6, and on 2 separate occasions brought it back within 2, but just couldn't get over the hump. And I pose the question, how difficult is it when you work so hard and you come so close, but in the end you don't get there? How hard is it to come back out in this 3rd set? And tonight, it's proven to be very difficult for Hawaii.
Yeah, whenever you go in the locker room 0-2, it's tough. But they've done it this year once against Pacific on the road where they were 0-2 and came back. But Pacific is no Irvine. End of story.
So 17 serving 23, and Stephen Hunt with a good serve. Setting it up off the block and out. Another kill for Kevorkian.
Kevorkian with his 4th kill. He's hitting .429. The other middle, McDonald hitting .600. Meantime, Hawaii's middles, we said Irvine needed to slow down Hawaii's middles. Hawaii's middles tonight, West has got 2 kills only. Lofi with only 2 kills. 4 kills total. Not the same pair that we saw on Friday night.
And Clark serving for the match. Hammers it into the net. And so Lofi, who usually just kind of floats it over, I'm sure will be doing just that on match point. Hawaii would have to put together 6 consecutive points here to get back into this match. That's one.
We said that Hawaii had to beware of the Bic in our opening keys. Well, they were very aware then. I think it might have been 3 blockers up.
Nick
and
West.
Dano's been really successful with that too. He's a very quick-armed hitter.
So Lofi again floats it over. Nearly an ace serve it is. That's 2.
And Sprawl's going to call timeout. Do you believe it?
Well, if you recall, there was a time when Hawaii led a set this year. I think it was what? 24-20. And the other team came back to win it.
Yeah. But it's really tough to do in rally scoring these days. When there's a point per play. Look at Lofi. He's pretty happy about that. He doesn't get aces that often.
If you missed that score during the intermission, UC San Diego, Hawaii's opponent for the first 2 matches of the season, took number 3 BYU to 5 sets. But in the second set, UC San Diego held on to beat BYU, what was it, 42-40.
I've only seen one other, in the rally scoring year, I've only seen one other match that went that long, or a set that went that long.
And here once again are those scores, if you missed it. Pacific.
That's a pretty good win for Pacific.
That's a really big win.
Beating number 9. Long Beach State had gone the night before. They'd taken Stanford to 5 sets. They come out the next night and they lose to Pacific. Good win for Pacific there, winning in 4.
And a great effort by UC San Diego, the only unranked team.
Well, here he is again, your favorite firefighter. Maybe he was here working the fire today and just came on over, put his clothes on. Oh, look at it. Alan Hackbarth has got it all going on. The former Kamehameha graduate, former UH football player, played defensive back or safety, I believe, but most famous for putting fans in this house, especially during the Yuval Kotz years.
Even Charlie Wade's
glad he's there. Yep. Appreciative.
It's a guy that should have season tickets for life, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Looks like Lopely is going to get yanked for maybe serving too tough. I'm not sure.
Well, he floated a couple over, and he got a couple natural points.
A couple natural points, but Harrison Phelps, I like this move by Charlie. Give Harrison a chance to get some playing time.
Well, important serve, gets it in. Off the scoreboard, that's a live ball. Hunt has to one-hand it over. Another opportunity to end it, and another roof by Hawai'i, Nick West. And Stanley Hinkle, what did I say? They needed 6 straight. That's 3. They're halfway there.
Pretty good plays right there. Good digs. There's the block by Hinkle.
First error on the night for Tilley as Harrison floats it over, and that is it. So the celebration is short-lived as Kevin Tilley comes back and makes amends for his only hitting error and hammers it down one more time, puts the exclamation point on it. Gets his 11th kill of the night. And Charlie Wade and his team will have to try to figure it all out, try to settle on a lineup as the Anteaters win in 3 straight sets.
Well, Hawaii, number 12 team in the country, as we say, playing against number 2. I expected it was going to be 3-1 or 3-0 the first night. And, I'm not surprised that the Anteaters kind of got the rust knocked off. Remember, they had a 2-week break, so they were a little rusty on Friday night. But tonight, they showed the real number 2 team that they are. John Sprout likes this team a lot. He says it's one of the best teams he's ever had, one of the deepest teams he's ever had. And he loves the way they serve the ball. They're the best serving team in the country right now. And we got to see a good serving exhibition tonight and a pretty good blocking exhibition as well. 9 blocks to Hawaii's 4. So credit the Anteaters for really, really putting it all together and playing well tonight. Hitting for a good hitting percentage as well, 365. That'll lead the country any year.
And so UCLA now, the next team to arrive inside the Stan Sheriff Center this coming Friday and Saturday night. So as we continue to say, not that there's ever an easy night in the MPSF, but it only gets harder. It only gets harder. And so Charlie Wade getting ready to come by and share a word with our Dan Devone, and let's go to Dan right now.
All right, thanks, Howard. Coach, it was tough for your team to get on a run all night long.
Yeah, we just couldn't. We tried to put pressure on them from the service line, and the few times we started to, really couldn't sustain it. They're really talented at the pins. Even when we got them on a system a little bit, they got guys that can bail them out. So they're pretty good.
You think you'll ever face a team that can serve like that this year?
Well, I don't think anybody in the country serves like that. I mean, they're really pretty comfortable missing 20 times whatever they did tonight. They're just going to swing out of their shoes, and they got the pins to offset it. The same guys they're serving like that, they can side out. So even when they give up, runs where they're missing a bunch, they're still just going to side out on you. It's a talented group, no question.
We saw some new faces tonight in Hinkle along with Lyle. Were you just looking for a combination that would work?
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to shake it up. We know how many young guys we got. We played 5 freshmen and 8 first-year players tonight. I mean, that's just kind of where we're at right now. We got a bunch of good young players, and they're working hard, and, we're just trying to get them better and get them out there and see what they can do a little bit.
Schedule makers didn't do you any favors because now here comes UCLA.
Yeah, fortunately we got a chance to play them a month ago or so here, and, a little different matchup in terms of the style of how they play and stuff, but that's life in the MPSF. We're looking forward to it.
We'll see you next week, Coach.
All right, man, thanks.
All right, Howard, it's back over to you.
All right, thank you, Dan. Thanks to Coach Wade, and let's take a look at our Bank of Hawaii players of the match. Chris?
Well, for UCI, it's the guy that we thought might explode because he was kind of off on Friday night, Kevin Tilley, who's been a former National Player of the Week. He can really light it up tonight. He got back into his form, hit with 10 kills, hit 643, 6 digs, and he can play. And for Hawaii, goes to Stanley Hinkle. 5 kills in his first time in the MPSF, and he gets 5 kills, hits 833, had a dig. I think he was in on that one of those blocks as well. So congrats to Stanley.
So a tough night here on a Sunday evening. On the 7th day, they don't rest in Manoa. And they will have 5 days to get it ready, and here we go. The Bruins again. It's only been a month since we've seen them.
Yeah, it'll be fun watching them. They're at the top of the league right now and playing very well. But I have a feeling that Charlie and his coaching staff will have a few new wrinkles for the Bruins when they come to town.
All right, we'll look forward to that. I'll see you then, Chris. That does it for us from this position, but stick around, everybody. The post-game show to come. The guys in the corner with some highlights, interviews, and reaction. You've been watching Warrior Men's Volleyball on OC Sports. Stick around for more.